One simple secret to melt away a pound a day. Can you lose a pound of fat every day? It may sound incredible, but there are scientifically supported methods that can help make quick fat loss possible. In this discussion, we'll explore effective strategies for losing weight quickly and safely, while also delving into the science behind fat loss. To effectively get rid of your fat, it's crucial to understand how our bodies manage and utilize fat storage. Essentially, fat serves as stored energy. When we take in more calories than our bodies require for daily activities and functions, these leftover calories are converted into fat and stored within our fat cells. This mechanism is a natural part of our enduring intuition, providing energy reserves for times when food might be slightly available. The process of fat storage is due to our body's excellent efficiency in conserving energy. The nutrients from the food we consume are processed, and any leftover energy that isn't instantly needed is stored as fat. This mainly occurs in greasy tissues, which are found under the skin, covering internal organs, and even within muscle tissue. To lose fat, we must approach these energy reserves, which brings us to the idea of a caloric deficit occurs when you burn more calories than you consume. When your body lacks sufficient calories from food to satisfy its energy requirements, it begins to depend on stored fat for energy, resulting in fat loss. This concept of making a caloric deficit is the basis of all weight loss schedules. Let's break down the basics of fat loss with some specific calculations. 1 pound of your fat around correlates to 3,500 calories. To shed a pound of fat, you need to generate a calorie deficit of 3,500. This deficit can be conducted by either taking fewer calories, increasing physical activity, or a mixture of both. For example, if your daily intake is 2,000 calories and you burn 2,500 through daily activities and exercise, you create a deficit of 500 calories per day. Over a week, this amounts to a 3,500 calorie deficit, leading to a calculated loss of 1 pound of fat. However, trying to achieve a 3,500 calorie deficit in just one day to lose a pound daily is extremely difficult and not suitable for most individuals. This approach would typically need a drastic reduction in calorie intake and/or a marked increase in exercise levels, which may prove unsustainable. Even with high-intensity workouts, burning an additional 3,500 calories in a single day is challenging and can place extreme pressure on your body. Also, the body has flexible mechanisms that can slow metabolism in response to marked caloric deficits, confusing fast weight loss. Losing weight too quickly can also result in muscle loss, nutritional deficiencies, and other health concerns. Owning these principles lays the foundation for effective and sustainable fat loss. It's crucial to target a realistic and healthy weight loss rate, generally ranging from 1 to 2 pounds per week, which helps ensure that fat is lost rather than muscle while promoting overall health. Now, handling the core question, is losing 1 pound of fat daily realistic? The practicality of daily 1 pound fat loss would likely necessitate drastically cutting your caloric intake below your basal metabolic rate, BMR, the minimum calories your body requires for basic functions like breathing and digestion. This drastic calorie restriction can lead to severe hunger, fatigue, and crankiness, making it hard to maintain even for a short period. On the exercise front, burning an extra 3,500 calories purely through physical activity is quite difficult. For instance, an hour of running may burn approximately 600 to 800 calories, depending on weight and intensity. To achieve a 3,500 calorie burn, you'd need to run for several hours, an impossible routine for most individuals. Since losing a pound of fat daily is impractical, how can fat be lost safely? One effective method for promoting fat loss is high-intensity interval training, HIIT, characterized by short bursts of intense exercise followed by brief rest or lower intensity periods. HIIT can elevate your heart rate and burn more fat in less time. The advantages of HIIT include its efficiency and the elevated metabolic rate it promotes, which continues to burn calories post-exercise. Research indicates that HIIT is particularly beneficial for reducing visceral fat that accumulates around vital organs. Here's an example. HIIT workout. Start with a 5-minute warm-up of light jogging or brisk walking, then switch to 30 seconds of sprinting or fast cycling, followed by a minute of walking or slow cycling. Repeat this cycle for 20 minutes and finish with a 5-minute cool-down of stretching. Another critical strategy for rapid fat loss involves strength training. Gaining muscle through strength training can enhance your metabolism, since muscle burns more calories at rest compared to fat tissue. This means that having more muscle results in a higher resting metabolic rate, enabling you to burn more calories even when you're not working out. Additionally, strength training helps improve body composition, leading to fat loss while maintaining or increasing muscle for a more toned appearance. A typical strength training schedule might include targeting the upper body on one day, the lower body on another, and integrating rest or light cardio on the third day. This cycling can be repeated, with the 7th day dedicated to full-body workouts using compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and rows that engage multiple muscle groups. Intermittent fasting, IF, is another effective fat loss approach. EF refers to an eating pattern that alternates between periods of consumption and fasting, which may lead to a natural reduction in calorie intake. There are several methods, such as the 16-to-8 method, fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window each day. The 5-to-2 method, fasting for 5 hours and eating within a 2-hour window each day. 2 diet, eating normally for 5 days and restricting calorie intake to 500 to 600 calories for 2 days. Or the Eat Stop Eat method, which involves fasting for 24 hours once or twice weekly. Benefits of IF include enhanced insulin sensitivity and increased fat burning as the body transitions from using glucose to burning fat for energy during fasting. Incorporating a low-carb, high-protein diet can also significantly aid fat loss. Reducing carbohydrate intake encourages the body to utilize fat as its primary energy source, while protein intake helps sustain muscle mass. High-protein foods can promote feelings of fullness, resulting in reduced overall calorie consumption, and protein has a higher thermic effect compared to carbohydrates or fats, meaning you burn more calories during digestion. Lowering carbohydrate intake can also decrease insulin levels, prompting the body to utilize stored fat for energy. For a practical meal plan reflecting a low-carb, high-protein diet, consider having scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado for breakfast, a grilled chicken sandwich with mixed greens, tomatoes, cucumber, and olive oil dressing for lunch, and baked salmon with steamed broccoli and cauliflower rice for dinner. Snacks can include Greek yogurt, nuts, or a protein shake. It's vital to consume a variety of nutrient-dense foods to support overall health and effective fat loss. A balanced diet ensures that you receive essential vitamins and minerals crucial for optimal bodily function. Incorporating plenty of fruits and vegetables supplies vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Lean proteins support muscle maintenance and repair. Whole grains provide fiber and sustained energy. And healthy fats contribute to hormone production and brain health. Managing hunger and cravings is essential to adhere to your diet and realize fat loss goals. Including high-fiber foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes can help keep you feeling full for extended periods. Incorporating healthy fats from sources like avocados, nuts, and olive oil assists with appetite control. It's also important to stay hydrated by drinking ample water throughout the day, as thirst can often be mistaken for hunger. Tracking calorie intake is crucial to maintaining a calorie deficit. Utilize apps to log meals and monitor consumption, and consider maintaining a written record as another effective method. To optimize fat loss, avoid common dietary pitfalls. Steer clear of fad diets, which often lack essential nutrients and are not sustainable over time. Skipping meals can cause overeating later and disrupt metabolic balance. Additionally, be cautious not to overestimate calories burned through exercise, as doing so may lead to inadvertent overeating. Finally, let's dispel some prevalent myths about fat loss. One common misconception is spot reduction, the belief that you can target fat loss in specific areas by exercising those parts of the body. The reality is that fat loss cannot be targeted to isolated areas. It occurs across the entire body and requires a combination of diet and exercise. Another myth suggests that extreme diets or detoxes are necessary for rapid fat loss. In truth, these extreme approaches are often unsustainable and carry the risk of nutritional deficiencies and health problems. A more effective strategy is to create a well-rounded, nutrient-dense diet that can be maintained over the long term. There's also the prevailing belief that only cardio is viable for quick fat loss. While cardio is undoubtedly effective, both strength training and HIIT are powerful methods for shedding fat. They assist in building muscle, which elevates metabolism and enhances calorie burning, even when at rest. Lastly, many individuals think that lacking immediate results means their efforts are futile. The fact is that fat loss requires time and consistency, so it's essential not to become disheartened by slow progress. Persist with your efforts, and you will achieve results. Ultimately, while losing a pound of fat per day is highly challenging and typically not recommended, implementing evidence-based methods such as HIIT, strength training, intermittent fasting, and a balanced low-carb, high-protein diet enables you to pursue healthy and sustainable fat loss. Consistency and a balanced approach are vital. Stick to your strategy, maintain patience, and you will witness progress.